Alright, what's up guys? I have a special guest here.
I'm Dathmir Shadow, how you doing?
And I'm Jedi Dragon. So, today we're going to discuss the first, let's see, what was it, 6 episodes of Star Wars Rebels. Season 3. And we're here to do a recap. And also, how do you like my wallpaper theme for Star Wars The Last Jedi on my PS4?
It's a dollop of Daisy.
Yes, it is. Dollop of Daisy, that's for sure. Got her new haircut, her new Jedi uniform on, and everything else. So, time to see Rey Skywalker. Not to have any spoilers for The Last Jedi, but hopefully she's Ben Quadranero's daughter. If not, hopefully we'll see her as Obi-Wan Kenobi's granddaughter. That would be sweet. So, that was a little off topic. Back to Star Wars Rebels Season 3. So,
My first question is what is everyone's retrospective on Grand Admiral Thrawn's first appearance in the series, and how you feel about him actually being included in this this part of the Star Wars universe? My first reaction was that well, first off, he is probably the greatest military, if not tactical strategist in Imperial history.
yes, that is for sure.
And no matter what,
That is very true.
he one of his underlings captured Sabine alone. So, with that being said, what is your reaction on what is our subscribers' reactions to what Grand Admiral Thrawn is capable of? Is it that he just has that much influence? Is he just that confident? Or is he just that brilliant militarist and strategist-wise? How about you, Jedi Dragon?
Yeah, very good points. First off, I would like to say, wow. Big thanks to Lucasfilm and Disney for pulling that off. Just by grabbing somebody out of someone that's not canon anymore.
He's blue, dabba-dee-dabba-die.
And, yes, and bringing him back into the fold of what they now call canon is really awesome, because that raises the question of who else can they bring into canon that's not canon anymore. You brought this up earlier, GM, his initials.
What we are hoping for, since Grand Admiral Thrawn was never considered canon in the first place,
And one of the most beloved characters too.
one of the most beloved characters in Star Wars history, whose initials just happen to be GM, Jedi,
Galen Merrick,
also known as
Starkiller, Vader's secret apprentice.
yes.
We are really hoping for this character to be brought back. Now, probably not as powerful as what he was in the games, but just him being brought back would be really, really awesome. And I noticed something too, watching Season 3 of Rebels. How, pretty much Ezra's look, his new look, I mean his hairstyle, how it's shorter now, more cropped to the skin.
Makes him look like Starkiller subscribers.
Yes. And pretty much his actions and his eagerness to learn the dark side, and not only the light side, but both. And who also learned both ways of the Force?
Galen Merrick.
That is
also
correct.
known as Star Killer.
Yes. Vader's secret apprentice must return back in the canon. And also there is a... actually, there's a popular theory that my friend Dathomirian Shadow pointed out to me a few weeks ago. How actually the character that is on my home screen right now, Rey, is related to
Galen Merrick, also known as
Star Killer. So, what do you guys think of that theory of Rey being brought back into the fold as a nobody, but related to a secret apprentice, Galen Merrick? Now, if they bring that back, that raises a lot of questions. And with all these new anthology movies coming out, you got the rumored Obi-Wan movie coming out. That's, I forget the director's name, who they are rumored to have direct this new film. But, of course, you got the Han Solo anthology coming out next year, in May, excuse me.
R.I.P. Han Solo 2015.
Yes. That is for sure. It would be nice to see him back on screen again. In younger form, to see just how he executed the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs. But, yeah, next year in May 2018, we have the Young Han Solo anthology, excuse me. And, year after that, 2019, the conclusion to the sequel trilogy, also known as Episode 9. As rumored in yet untitled film. And then after that, in 2020, I guess we are rumored to have the Obi-Wan movie.
To hell with Avengers Infinity Wars. Watch Star Wars.
Yes.
We don't need to watch the Marvel superheroes. We already know that Daisy Ridley could kick their ass.
In the first movie. But yeah, it would be really awesome to... now, what I think they are going to do, this isn't what I really necessarily want, but we've seen a lot of Rey theories and Snoke theories out there. And this is a little side trap. It's a trap, side Akbar here, but this is on to the topic of Rey, and I'm sorry, but this raises precedent over Season 3. Not necessarily over the appearance of Grand Admiral Thrawn, but this raises a big question. Now, who Rey could be, and that's the fact that, here's what I think not necessarily what I want, like I said, not necessarily what I want, or what anyone else could want. We gotta remember, Lucasfilm has an agenda of what they are going to do. And it may blow us away, it may disappoint us. So there are many, many things they could do. The one thing I think I'm certain they're going to do is, which might be a little disappointing to me, is if they make her a nobody, make her come from nobody. Like all these theories are, she's related to this character, that character. What if she's related to no character we have yet to meet? Maybe her parents are someone else. There was another theory on Reddit that I seen where she could be, now, I think one of my favorite Star Wars YouTubers, Prince from Urban Acolyte pointed out that he's seen a theory that, this is on Reddit, that her parents could possibly have been Jedi Knights that Luke was training before Kylo Ren turned to the dark side, and maybe Luke or Kylo Ren could have a hand in her parents' demise, and maybe they sensed that and they just dropped her off to keep her safe on Jakku. Why they would leave her with Unkar Plutt, of all people, I don't know. I mean,
slimy green dork.
right? That's Simon Pegg for all you fans that don't know who played Unkar Plutt. But it was kind of funny that a Star Trek actor was brought into Star Wars to play Unkar.
If you don't know who Simon Pegg is, watch Hot Fuzz.
That is correct. Who knows? They may come out with an anthology movie, Hot Jedi. But let's see.
Believe you me, there are no zombies in this movie.
Let's hope there are no cops either, because the Republic could have special police forces we don't know about. So, with the First Order gaining control, who knows what the Republic can pull out of their pockets here?
With the destruction of Starkiller Base,
yes, that's another question.
The First Order's main headquarters, we are left wondering where will the First Order reside now? Is it where Supreme Leader Snoke currently resides? Is it where Kylo Ren is originally from? Or could they just be flying around the galaxy using who knows what type of warships, whether they be Corellian
or salvaged Imperial ships?
And we must wonder if the First Order themselves have anything in the works. Whether it be another hyper lightspeed weapon.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
Because
actually,
we all know that the original Death Star was fueled by kyber crystals, which is the
yes,
fuel of lightsabers.
Right.
So, do we or do you actually wonder what the First Order has for the new rebellion? Or do we actually wonder if it's just going to be an on-the-ground type battle thing from here on out? Because what we all know from the end of The Force Awakens is that Rey severely wounded Kylo Ren.
Yeah, left a big nasty scar, which we've seen in the trailer. I'm not really too impressed because I was expecting the scar to be more prominent, but from the photos we've seen, depending on who, or depending on what shot or what angle of Kylo Ren's face, aka Adam Driver's face, is shown that the sometimes the scar is more prominent, sometimes it's not, and I think they should have made it a little bit more present. Now, maybe here's what my theory is. That okay, so what my theory is now what they said was for a fact. Episode 8, The Last Jedi, will pick up right after Force Awakens. So what if there's a few minutes or the first beginning half of the film that takes place in that same time period, and then there's a time jump, and midway in the film it skips. So maybe we skip ahead to where his scar is finally healed, and maybe that's why it's not so prominent. So maybe we get an explanation as to maybe he went into a bacta tank. Maybe Supreme Leader Snoke taught him healing powers, force healing. Who knows? Anyways,
I'm Dathomir Shadow.
And I'm Jedi Dragon, and you are watching Jedi Dragon's channel. And make sure you like, subscribe, and comment, and down in the Great Wide Void. And as always, with the Wookiee growl of
Dathmir's Shadow, peace!
peace, and may the Force be with y'all. Always.